American patriot by the grace of God, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America from enemies foreign and especially domestic. I, Douglas Ducote, an American patriot by the grace of God, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America from enemies foreign and especially domestic.
Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday night with Douglas and Marilyn. Welcome.
You know, when he says, say it with me, and the Pledge of Allegiance, and I start saying it, and he says, shh, we're about to do the show. I said, I was saying it with you. I was saying it with you.
Okay. You want to say it again?
No, I'm just letting you know. I said it. You
All right.
said part of it, and then I said it the rest of the way. Okay.
Okay, so I want to start off tonight's show talking a little bit to guys out there about breast cancer.
Oh, yes.
All right.
And girls.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I know. They got to know it. They can get it too.
Yeah. Girls already realize that, I mean, that's part of what happens in life. Typically, it's girls that have breast cancer, not guys.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
not really part of what happens in life. Just
For
some
instance, I did not know that men can get breast cancer. Okay, because we don't have boobs. We could build our chest up with weights and stuff, but I had no clue. All right. So about 2 years ago, I felt something in this area when I was washing in a shower. I was like, what the hell is that? And didn't think too much of it. A few weeks go by and it appeared to still be there, and another one appeared. So I went and saw a doctor and said, what's happening here? Doctor said, oh, it's probably nothing to worry about. It's probably just some fatty tissue. No big deal. All right. Didn't say anything about breast cancer, nor did I ask anything about breast cancer because I didn't think guys got breast cancer. All right. I mean, that's how I thought. I did not know. All right. Mm-hmm. Call it ignorance, whatever you want to call it. But I never associated breast cancer with men. Okay. Well, it continued. And it got to a point where it was annoying. And there were more coming into this area right here. So the doctor said, all right, we will do what's called a punch biopsy, where they shove this needle into your chest into that area and draw some of that stuff out to see what it is and test it. And it all came back inconclusive. So they didn't know. All right. And at that time is when I was told that it's probably not going to be cancer. It's probably just fatty tissue. And I went, cancer? What are you talking about? I can get cancer in my breast, in this area? And they're like, yeah, you can. Well, now I'm worried. All right. And this went on for quite some time where it's bothering me that this is there. The doctor's saying no big deal, just keep an eye on it. Well, okay. So it's something that's always been in the back of my head for quite some time. Move forward to recently, I started getting pains in this area that had nothing to do with my heart. Just this area where these little things were painful. If I sneezed, if I yawned, if I coughed, if I put my arms up, I would get sharp pains in those things. All right. Now I'm really concerned. Now I'm really worried. Now I'm like, okay, this is BS. So I went and saw a complete different doctor, ones that specialize in cancer treatments, and said, what do you think? And the doctor says, well, I'm going to send you to get a breast exam. They will do a mammogram on you. And I went, a mammogram.
And I said, great, let him squeeze. Man, y'all don't understand. It's like a flower press that they do.
So I'm thinking, well, I don't have boobs. How the hell are you going to do a mammogram? And the doc says, don't worry about it. It can be done.
Yeah.
All right. That's how we determine what's happening inside there. All right. And so I was blown away. Didn't know that men could get mammograms. Didn't know that men could get breast cancer. Now I'm really freaked out. All right. Like, oh my God, with all the other things I got going on, that's the last thing I need to be concerned about. And so today, this morning, I went in and had my first mammogram as a guy. And trust me, it can be done. All right. They literally take this area and squeeze it up and put it in there and then bring it down. And I was like, holy shit. I had no clue this could be done to a guy. All right. Long story short, they did both sides, by the way. And they give you the results right then and there. So, within about 30 minutes. So I get to go sit down with the doctor and look at the scan myself and see my breast on this screen. And he said, well, there's nothing there. Nothing. You do not have breast cancer. I'm like, well, thank God for that. All right. So that was a big relief. I'm like, well, what the hell is it? And he's like, well, it's probably, or she, I'm sorry, it was a woman. She said it's probably fatty tissue. And maybe you have a strain there from a muscle or something that's affecting it. But I wouldn't be worried about it at all. If it continues to bother you or it gets really bad, come back and we will do other things. But this isn't breast cancer. All right. So that's the good news. Now, I'm telling you all this to tell you this, guys out there. Number one, besides colon cancer, besides brain tumors, besides skin cancer, prostate cancer, guess what? Men can get breast cancer just like women can.
Yeah.
I did not know this. I'm educated now on it. On top of that, guys, to find out, you will go in for a mammogram, just like women do. Except it's easier for them, obviously, because they've got a boob they can put in this thing.
Oh, it still hurts.
Where in my case, they had to physically just keep doing this until they can get it into position.
No, they do it to all of us.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. They don't just take whatever. They pull on you and they.
Okay.
No, it's bad.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, she put me at ease. The tech put me at ease because while she was doing this, she reached around and she like rubbed this nipple right here.
No, she didn't, because you don't let anybody touch him.
Right.
You're so bad.
Just joking.
That's funny though.
Anyhow, so I wanted to start the show off tonight with just for the guys to realize, and women, tell your men, all right, let them know just because they don't have boobs that they can get breast cancer. That is a real thing, and it does happen. And if you don't get it taken care of, it can kill you.
Yeah.
It's serious.
Yeah.
And 62 years on this planet, and I never knew this was something that I could have. All right. But luckily, I don't. We still don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the devil pushing down on me or something. I don't know. But anyhow, that's my breast cancer story that I wanted to share with you all. That, hey, if you're a guy out there and you feel something in this area and you're not sure what it is, it could be something that you need to be concerned about.
Yeah.
And what the doc did share with me today is that most men do not get that checked out. They feel a lump or they feel something there and they're like, don't do anything about it.
Right.
And then they die. When they finally get the opportunity, finally get checked out that it is cancer, it's too late. It's done went through your lymph nodes and all through your body and it's over with. Okay. So be on top of that, dudes. When you're taking a shower, if you feel something in this area that doesn't feel right,
it can go all the way up underneath your arm and everything. So you got to feel all the way up underneath your arm, all the way around, everything, y'all.
Yeah. So anyhow, I just wanted to get that out there. I'm an open book as it is. I share all my shit on social media because I don't care. And I know that it helps people. All right. I know there are people, because I get the emails from you all saying, hey man, when you talked about this health problem you're dealing with, or that health problem that's happened to you, thank you for doing that, because I've got that problem too. And can you give me some advice on this or that? And so to me, to be able to share this stuff with you all is a good thing in my personal opinion. So there you go. There's the breast cancer thing. Take it serious. It does exist and it could happen. And if it does, you need to be on top of it, just like you would, getting your prostate exam. If you haven't done that recently, if you're over 50, go get it done. And you should probably get it done once a year. All right. And then women, every year, go get your mammograms done.
All of your
stay on top of that shit.
Yeah. Your yearlies. Yeah.
So last night, I do want to share this. So this is kind of funny, and I haven't even told you about this.
I was wondering what you were talking about last night about.
Okay. Well, yeah. Wondering yet, that's what I'm going to talk about, was the things that were coming out of your mouth that nobody could hear. All right. So.
Whose mouth?
Yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
What'd I say?
All right.
Oh no, y'all. So I have no idea.
Last night, as I'm doing the show, for those of you who didn't tune in last night, it was the first time ever that I actually had several drinks before I went on the air, and I drank whiskey during the show, and I got very animated, and I dropped a bunch of bad words way more than I should have. I got a little carried away.
Slips a little bit.
And what I was hearing in the other room was her.
Oh my God.
Going, oh my God. Oh no, you did not.
Did I say
oh my God.
Can you hear it on the tape?
No, I went back today to listen to it to go, oh, man, I hope people can't hear her in the background saying that. But, no, I could hear it when I was doing the show, but I didn't give a shit because I was drinking. And it was like, I can hear you, but I didn't know about it. All right. But she's in the other room making all these comments. There is actually one part in it where you can hear yourself, but probably nobody picked up on it. But just like, she does this to me. It has nothing to do with alcohol. Okay. I'm on Facebook. I'm posting something on Facebook. And the next thing I know, I get a text from her going,
no, I'm in the other room and I'm going, are you kidding?
Please take that down before they ban you or kick you off. So she's my personal moderator, it appears. And I guess that's a good thing.
He don't listen though.
Well,
he does whatever he wants to.
Yeah, okay, sometimes I'll listen, sometimes I don't. Well, you're the same way. Every time I ask you about, every time I say, hey, here's a great idea, before I even get it out, she's like, no, it's not a good idea at all. And then okay, well, listen to me, hear me out. And I'll tell her what the idea is. And she's like, no, that's not a good idea at all.
No.
I'll walk away with my tail between my legs going, what the fuck? And
sometimes we don't say those words on this.
Yeah. And then 30 minutes later, she's like, okay, you know what? I thought about that. And you're right. That is actually a good idea, Doug. Maybe we should actually do that.
I don't think I usually say that. Usually I say, I'll let you. Hey, I don't see the chat up here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know. It's up there.
Sometimes I
didn't
like to
switch
see
it over.
There it is.
There's the chat.
Sometimes I like to see it. Hey,
John says Doug was half lit, folks. It's obvious, wasn't it? It was 115%.
Stop it.
Straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey from Jefferson's. And damn, is it good. In fact, it's still sitting on my desk. Another shout out to the folks at Jefferson Whiskey. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of society without losing my shit over what's happening with the life.
He lost his shit. Anyway. Anybody see it, just let us know where it is, okay? For real.
You'll probably smell it first.
Ugh. Okay.
Anyhow, so what do you want to talk about?
Well, I had this whole idea. It's okay. You go.
If I have an idea, it's not a good idea, but you have one and I don't even know what it is. But go ahead.
No, you're doing a great job.
Okay, so let's talk about the geeses.
Oh, tell us about the geese.
So I don't call them goose.
No.
All right. Or
geese.
a geese.
Or no, it's not a goose or geese. He doesn't do that. He calls them geeses. Look at the geeses.
I call them geeses.
I know.
Right?
It's great.
I've done that all my life.
But
I've
once
done
you
that since
say
I was a
it,
little kid.
but once you say it a few times, you kind of like it, and then you say geeses all the time.
Now I got other people calling them geeses.
Everybody's calling them geeses now, and they're not geeses. They're anyway.
So you may have saw it if you follow the community section or you follow me on Facebook. We have a lot of geese in our neighborhood. We have several lakes around here, and they're Canadian geese. And what are you doing?
I'm supposed to scroll up and see the question. What I don't see the question. Keep going.
Okay.
Talk about the geese.
So we have a lot of geese. You know, I go out, I feed them a lot, often. It used to be every day. Now it's about once a week with other things going on. But I noticed, and so did everybody else in the neighborhood, that we had one that appeared to have a damage done to its wing, and it was being ostracized by its family and the other geese. They didn't want anything to do with it because and so it was by itself. And I'm like, well, that's freaking lonely. What are we going to do about this geese? And so I reached out to some of my buddies, and they're like, put a bullet in it, Doug, and put it in the ground, for crying out loud. Are you serious?
Stop it.
No, that's what guys were telling me. And I'm like, okay, well, if I can find a way to help this little guy, I'm going to. All right? That's just me. All my life, I've always loved animals. So I posted about it on Facebook, and I'm taking pictures of it. Other people are coming around and looking at it too, and nobody can figure out what to do. How are we going to, we're calling everybody we can think of. We're calling vets. We're calling the wildlife and fishery people, and nobody wanted anything to do with helping this goose out. All right. Well, somebody came forward that I will not mention their name because they would be in a lot of trouble, because you're not allowed. I guess you're not allowed to help these little guys out at all. It's some kind of protected species, and if they get injured, you're just supposed to let them die. That's just how the wildlife and fisheries put it to me.
What?
Don't get involved. All right. And this person said, listen, because of my job, I cannot let anybody know that I'm helping you, but I'm willing to help you. I know a lot of people that can assist. I know vets that will do this off the books and help. I know sanctuary places where we can take it to, where it can live out the rest of its life if we can fix it and help it. All right. So we had to capture it. And then, which I was not part of the capturing, they did. They took it into this particular vet that I will not mention. And that vet determined that there were only two options: either euthanize it or amputate that wing, because the big bone was broke going into the body. Amputate that wing. It also had an infection in it. Put it on antibiotics. Hope it survives the surgery. All these, chances of this goose surviving were slim to none. And I'm like, and everybody else around me that was part of this rescue attempt was like, let's do it. Okay. And so they did. And they amputated the wing. And I posted pictures of it. I didn't post pictures of the amputation, but I posted pictures of the broken wing, as well as where the goose is at today, which I will not disclose. But it's now being taken care of. It is recovering perfectly.
That's wonderful.
It's on antibiotics, and next week it will go to this bird sanctuary that's agreed to take it in and let it live out the rest of its life. Because if we would have left it like it was, not only would the infection have killed it, but other animals. We have fox around here. all right, they would have definitely got it and killed it. So I guess I'm telling you this to tell you that if the time comes that, or well, the time will come when I die, we all die. But my guess is it's going to be stopping on the interstate, saving an animal and getting run over by a freaking semi. All right. Because I stopped to help turtles cross the street.
You went there.
And so I'm going down the road. It's at night. It's pouring down, raining. You can't see hardly anything. And I passed
He does this all the time. And
was
I'm like,
an injured dog in the middle of the interstate. I'm like, holy jeez. And I pulled over. I backed up on the shoulder. And sure enough, it was alive in the middle of the two lanes. People are whipping around it. I went out in the middle of that, got that dog, brought it to safety, and got it to a vet. I don't know whatever became of it. But I dropped it off at a vet, and they said, we'll take it from here. And
did that for a chicken too.
Yeah, I did that for a chicken too.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. So,
and turtles, he'll do anything that's out there that he's worried about.
Yeah.
That's how you found found Lucky too.
Yeah.
Your dog.
All our animals are rescues. I do not believe in buying from a puppy mill or any store or something like that. I think that's just cruelty. But if something is in the pound and if it doesn't get adopted, they're gonna put it down.
Yeah.
I step in and try and I do that with our all vets, or not all vets, but all pounds everywhere I've lived. I did it in Lake Charles. I do it here where we're at now.
Do not call us and tell us any sad stories about anything, because it'll be at our house. Y'all, please. I'm serious. Because that'll be my next thing that I just cannot believe that we have at our house that now we have to deal with.
So
his heart's big.
When I see an animal that somebody's posted on Facebook trying to help out somehow, I also share that and try and find a home for it. And in some cases, I've went and taken it from the pound because, in fact, that's how I got Sally.
That's how you got Sally.
Sally, a month went by and nobody wanted Sally. Nobody would take Sally. And
there's a sick giraffe. Okay, let me tell you something. He wants a giraffe.
I will get a giraffe
bad.
in a second. Brother.
He wants a giraffe, and he really wants penguins.
Yeah.
He wants penguins so bad.
If I ever won millions of dollars in a lottery,
he'd open a zoo.
There's two things I want to do. I want to open up a zoo and no-kill shelter for all types of animals. Something huge, something big that people can come to from all over the United States to bring them to us.
Don't call him the Tiger King, though.
And the other thing is a very nice aviation museum for military aviation that covers all branches of service.
Yeah.
Where across the nation right now, you've got Air Force museums, Navy museums, Army museums, Marine Corps museums, Coast Guard museums. I want one where all the branches are there. You can bring your kids there for education and they get to see everything from all the different branches. So expect that from me in the future when I win the lottery. Just saying.
I just want to pay off debt and maybe
just want to pay off debt.
Pay off some debt, pay off the house.
Yeah.
Maybe, take some kids fishing, do something. I don't know, put the rest of it to grow or to do something and then live off the interest.
Never mind me says, Jesus, Doug, don't stop in the middle of the interstate.
He doesn't.
Not just in the middle of the interstate, but at night in the pouring down rain.
He doesn't listen either.
No, I don't. Mm-mm. If it's got something to do with rescuing or saving an animal, I'm out there doing it.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
That's just me. But anyhow, if you want to see a picture or the goose, it's in the community section. Scroll down and you'll find it. I'll put it on Facebook as well. Mm-hmm. And there'll be more rescues in my future.
We like rescues.
I was a rescue.
Were you a rescue?
She rescued me.
Oh, that's sweet.
I was a lost soul.
You were.
Yeah, I was not in a good place when she found me. Let's put it that way.
Best first date ever.
Yeah, was it?
It was.
How good was the first date, baby?
It was such a great first date. You know it was.
Did you give it up on the first date?
Give up what?
Your body. Did we have sex on the first date?
No, we didn't.
Then it wasn't the best first date ever. It was the best first date ever. No, it was a while before we ever did the deed. But we did have a great, we got to this restaurant when it opened, and when it closed, we were the last people there.
Yeah.
Still having a conversation.
And we didn't even realize that everybody was gone around us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's true.
True love, baby. True love.
Yeah, he did. He just got put in the doghouse. You are right.
For what?
That wasn't nice what you said.
What? What part?
Okay.
It's a joke.
I know.
I'm a comedian too.
No, you're not.
Oh, I make you laugh all the damn time. Don't tell me I'm not.
It's true. If he didn't make me laugh, that would be a bad thing. But he does. Every single day he makes me laugh. I try to make you laugh too.
You do.
Maybe not out loud, but you laugh at me, huh?
Yeah, I do.
That's true. Oh my goodness.
So what all's happening, folks? What about you?
I've been working.
You have been working.
I've been working. I've been helping good people.
Yes, you have. Yep.
I've been enjoying it. I've been doing a whole lot of marriage counseling.
Yeah.
Helping people through hard times. And you know, one of the things that
I
they
need
say.
to speak up a little bit.
Am I not talking loud enough?
Yeah, you kind of go down. Oh no, the microphone's right in front of you, but
Am I talking loud enough?
if we put it right there, how's
he
that?
talks really loud. Oh, that's great. That's perfect.
Okay. Now talk.
Am I loud enough?
I don't know. Somebody tell her. I think she's loud enough.
I've been helping people, and you know, they talk about how look, they can hear me fine.
Good.
Yeah. They talk about how they work a whole lot, and whenever they come home, they don't want to talk to their spouse. They're tired of talking. They've talked all day long, and I say you've got to continue to talk to your spouse, whether it's men or women. You got to talk to your spouse. If you don't talk, they can't just mind read. That we're not mind readers,
right? And
you have to connect every day. You have to connect. They say, well, I don't want to connect. Well, you have to. I mean, you're not going to have a marriage if you don't connect.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I like that we do, whether I'm coming home from working outside of the home or coming downstairs from working upstairs, is that we hug. In fact, we hug and we hold on for a second, and then we take a deep breath, and then we talk. We say, hey, how are you? It really helps to draw the line between work and home. It really just does. And we have to talk. It's so important.
I heard meth works good too, according to Hunter Biden.
Last time I looked, he wasn't in a good relationship. But
You're right. He had those Waffle House strippers. Sorry.
More trouble. Are you drinking again?
No.
What's
coffee. This is coffee. Anyhow. And yes, never mind. I knew you were joking. Paul Sell, I'm getting tired of cold weather. I want to get out on my Harley. Speaking of Harleys, have we talked about me getting a Harley?
Not me.
Why
What have you
not?
talked about? Because we got a boat instead, because it's safer. I don't have to worry about anybody texting and running you over. And we got a boat instead. Did I mention we had a boat instead?
Wait, there was never an option there.
Nope.
do you want to get a Harley or do you want to get a boat?
It's
You
not
didn't say that.
Nope.
We both agreed we wanted a boat, but we
No.
both like watching,
No.
you know, motorcycle
No.
shows.
No.
I mean,
No.
that would be great.
No.
We get a Harley, you're on
No.
the back.
No.
I have a shirt
No.
that says on the back of it, if you're reading this, the bitch fell off. You haven't seen that? They sell that at the Harley
Y'all, he
Davidson
is in
shop.
trouble tonight. Do y'all notice this?
That's a real shirt. My friend Bobby McGee, I think, has that shirt. And a Harley and a Corvette. That's what happens to us guys when we get up in age. We go through this midlife crisis, you know. What was it you said? Was it your dad or your grandpa that used to say they were gonna trade in?
Daddy used to say he's going to trade Mama in whenever she hit 50 for 225s.
Oh,
He was teasing her though.
yeah, of course he was. Yeah, folks are some good people.
Yeah.
Nah, Tate, I've said way worse than that. She's kept me, so
Oh my gosh.
I just like making people laugh. Mine is a 2008 Fat Bob, mint condition, many aftermarket custom parts. That's very, very cool. No, Lady Blue, I'm not sleeping on the couch tonight. I can promise you that. Although we have a very, very comfortable couch that you could sleep on. It's huge. It's big.
I came out the other night and you were sleeping on it.
You're right.
I went to sleep early.
I fell asleep watching TV.
You did.
And we have spare bedrooms, and they're just as nice as our bedroom, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone says, oh boy, laugh out loud. Doug rescues animals on the interstate and now he wants a Harley. This man lives on the wild side of this. If this is Doug sober, I'd love to hang out with him when he's had a few. Were you here last night when I was drinking whiskey? It turned out to be a good show. I liked it.
He was loud and angry vet. That's who he was. Angry vet.
Grumpy old vet.
But things are going well.
Yeah. Yeah, things are going really, really
Whenever
well.
they're going well, it's okay to, you know.
Well, they're going, not only are they going well for the country, but they're going well for us.
Yeah.
For our friends, for our family.
Things are going well.
Yeah. I mean, things have been really bad in the past. As everybody knows, it's been following me for a long time with the hurricanes and the flood and everything we lived through. But today we're living a very, very good life.
We're very happy.
We're very blessed and very happy.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
It is.
We really had a hard time, but we don't live in that hard time. You know, the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror on purpose. We're going forward.
Yeah. Paul says, some say I'm too old to ride. I'm 68 years young. That's not too old to ride. I'd like to see my dad on a Harley. I bet he could ride. I mean, he has problems with his back, but I think he could ride a Harley.
Okay. All right. Strap him on.
When I buy my Harley, I will take him riding. And then I take my mom. My mom would get on the back of a Harley in a second.
She would in a second. I could see her in.
Yeah.
I could see her on one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did they have a motorcycle whenever you were growing up?
No, but they bought me motorcycles. They bought me a bunch of motorcycles. And they got me into motocross racing. They got me into skydiving. They got me into scuba diving. Tossed me on a bull.
Oh my gosh.
You name it. Yeah. They were very active in making sure their son was, I think it was a life insurance policy thing. I think it was, we need to get rid of this little son of a bitch. Put a lot of life insurance on him. What can we do, honey? Oh, I don't know. Let's teach him how to skydive. Yeah, that'll work.
Oh my gosh. That's what it was.
And then being so young as I was,
did they try to sell you to the circus?
They never tried to sell me to the circus. Although that would have been fun. I used to think it'd be kind of cool to work in a circus. Of course, that was before I became an adult and realized that it probably wouldn't be pretty cool to be a carny as far as living your life that way.
Yeah.
Although I'd go out and do it for a short period of time just to say I did it.
One more thing.
It's like 18-wheelers. I've always wanted to be a truck driver. I've always thought that'd be kind of cool to travel across. As much as I love to travel, it'd be cool to travel across the country in an 18-wheeler. Now, I don't want to load it and unload it, but I'll drive it. I sleep in the cab.
Do they know the story about how much you did everything? He did everything. Bull riding. He did
skydiving, scuba diving.
And then do they know the story
boxing.
about Michael?
I don't know. That's a long
That's a long story. We'll tell it another day.
I'll have to tell that story sometime.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Special needs children sometimes say things that
let's don't.
It's a good heart
today. It's a long one.
But boy, did it cause a controversy for a short period of time.
You're okay. We'll talk about it.
So we will tell that story at a later date and time.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring him on and have him tell the story.
Oh, he doesn't want to tell the story. You tell it so much better.
Yeah. What else was happening? So our rescue Patches, the Chihuahua, had to go to the vet today. We think because he's a very active little guy, he loves to jump on stuff and jump off of stuff and run and chase toys. And in the backyard, run, take him out to potty. He wants to chase squirrels. He is just darting everywhere. And one time he was in the backyard. Remember when he went running? He was in one end of the yard and he saw a squirrel and he went running full speed across the yard. And about midways, he went ass over head rolling. I'm like, oh my gosh. But
picked himself up and kept going.
Yeah, he all of a sudden started limping, holding his one leg up in his paw. We're like, what the hell happened, buddy? And then it started getting worse. And then it started getting to where he didn't want to put pressure on it. Then he started whining and complaining. And finally today I said, okay, let's go get it checked out. And they couldn't find anything wrong with him. They said they did zero it in as a spine type injury on his spine, right where it goes into his neck. Because when they would turn his head, they put a little muzzle on him. And when they would turn his head in certain positions, that would cause him to be in pain.
He cries.
So, yeah, somehow he jumped off of something, which is, he'd jump off the bed. He can jump off. He's a circus clown. He's a Chihuahua circus clown.
Is that what he is?
Or circus performer with ADD. And, but he's going to be fine. He's on pain medications right now and anti-inflammatory medications. We've got a great vet here. And they took care of him. And we're just going to see what happens over the next few days. And hopefully he'll be fine and recover from it. I do know that the pain medication knocked his little ass out because he's in his little in the bedroom and his little bed just crashed.
Sound asleep.
And that's not normal for Patches.
Not normal.
Patches always is right. Whatever room I go in, that's where Patches is. Wherever I'm sitting, that's where Patches is. And then all of a sudden, for the past few days, Patches doesn't want to have anything to do with anyone.
Mm-mm.
So when something like that happens, there's a problem and they're not feeling very well.
Yeah.
So, but he's gonna do. Yes, Tammy, he's gonna do fine. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Anyhow. So
all right.
You want to go take care of that message with your friend?
Oh, I'll do that later.
Okay. Anyhow. So what else is happening, folks? What do I see? Lady Blue says Mitch McConnell fell down.
He fell?
Down the Senate stairs again today. I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Is there video of that?
We're not doing political.
That's not political.
Okay.
It's talking about Mitch McConnell falling.
Okay.
I'll play that on a freaking loop.
No, that is political.
I'm sorry.
Try not to be political.
Yeah. So is there anything else you wanted to talk about tonight?
No, let's do it next time.
Oh, boy. Oh, maybe first you should write down what you want to talk about.
I already know what I was
let
going to
my
talk
producer
about.
look at it to make sure it's okay.
I knew what I was going to talk about.
Oh, you already had it planned
Oh,
out?
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's too late now. We're on the end of the show. It's next time. Next time I got it.
All right. It is what it is.
That's right.
You can lead a woman to water, but you can't make her drink.
I think it's a horse, and I'm not a horse.
No, but AOC is.
But stop it.
Anyhow, folks, thanks for joining us tonight. We do this every Wednesday night. Just a little chill session to talk, and we're going to, a lot of different subjects we're going to be talking about in the near future that we both have ideas about to share with you all. And hopefully you get something out of it. And if you're a married couple, hopefully you watch it together and realize that, you know what, it's okay to let your hair down and be funny and say shit that, you know, don't get upset about it. Don't get angry about it. You know, just
life is
roll
too
with
short.
it. Yeah, life is too short.
It is. You
Yeah.
got to figure out, what is this the hill I'm going to die on? And you know, it's not. Nothing is really that important.
That is very true.
It's just not.
Yep. Anyhow, thank you all. You had many places to be tonight. You chose to be here with us. And we're very grateful for that.
Yes.
As always, please say a prayer for our men and women serving in the United States military, our veterans, our law enforcement officers, our first responders, their families, our angel families, our blue and gold star families in our country.
And all the babies in the world.
May God continue to bless the United States of America as he has been doing, especially here recently. God, we sure do appreciate it. And we love you very, very much. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow night where we will talk about politics. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.